tune it in the sun. This is TFM. Get ready to rock. From AM to PM. Come on. Let's talk.
TFM 95.4.
Let's talk.
Live on TFM and the TFM Facebook page. This is the live feed of TTV. Let's talk.
Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for today. Oman terrorism-free 8th year in a row. Gold prices and demand steady in Oman. Mascot municipality to remove illegal possessions. Omani Nairuz wins the Best Short Film Documentary Award. AlShumus Medical Center resumes requests for COVID-19 tests. UK Prime Minister warns of tougher restrictions to curb rising coronavirus infections. Donald Trump heard on tape telling state official to find him votes. Fiat Chrysler and Peugeot shareholders approve merger. Al Harthi welcomes Asian Le Mans Series in Abu Dhabi next month. Oman to host tests, ODIs and T20I series. Those are the headlines. Now let's take a look at weather.
Hi, my name is Meita El-Shukaili for today's weather update. And right now, I'm outside the TFM studio in Al Khuwair. Before we move on to weather, here's our fact for the day. By 2060, the cost of inaction on climate change is predicted to reach $44 trillion, with the highest anticipated GDP losses in the Middle East, Northern, Sub-Saharan Africa, and in the South and the Southeast Asia. That's our fact for the day. Now let's step inside the studio and talk more about weather. According to Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authorities, there will be mainly clear skies over the rest of the Sultanate, and the wind will be north to northeasterly, light to moderate. With that, let's take a look at how the weather will be like in all the governorates. Mascot will be sunny, temperatures between 22 to 15 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny, temperatures between 21 to 15 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batana will be sunny, temperatures between 23 to 15 degrees Celsius. South Al-Batana will be sunny, temperatures between 21 to 14 degrees Celsius. Al-Buraimi will be sunny, temperatures between 23 to 13 degrees Celsius. Al-Dhahira will be sunny, temperatures between 23 to 14 degrees Celsius. Al-Dakhiliya will be sunny, temperatures between 23 to 13 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiyya will be sunny, temperatures between 23 to 12 degrees Celsius. South Al-Sharqiyya will be sunny, temperatures between 22 to 16 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will be sunny, temperatures between 24 to 19 degrees Celsius. And Dhafar will also be sunny, temperatures between 21 to 12 degrees Celsius.
Hello and welcome back to the Midday Update. Let's take a look at the COVID-19 updates. The Ministry of Health has announced the registration of 0 new COVID-19 deaths, keeping the total death toll at 1,502. The Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 190 new COVID-19 cases, taking the total cases in the Sultanate to 129,774. In the past 24 hours, there have been 34 recoveries, and the total number of recoveries now stand at 122,406. The Ministry has urged everyone to adhere to social distancing instructions issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. Now for the local stories. The 5th of January is ROP Day in the Sultanate of Oman, and on the occasion of the ROP Day, the Royal Oman Police has made a very positive announcement saying that Oman has achieved a zero terrorism rating among all of the countries of the world for the 8th time in a row. The rating was issued by the Institute for Economics and Peace and highlights the country's commitment to keeping Oman free from acts of terror. Oman has received a zero rating ever since the report was first issued in 2012. The achievement is due to the good values of Omani society and the historical and cultural legacy of the Sultanate that rejects intolerance and hatred. This has made it possible for the Royal Oman Police and other military and security agencies to maintain safety and security in the Sultanate, in addition to the support provided to these organizations by the government. The Royal Oman Police is keen to provide security coverage and police presence across all locations through police stations spread throughout the Sultanate and to provide traffic, passport, residence and civil status services through service centers in various vilayats, said the ROP report. Support units of the Special Mission Police enjoy the highest level of training and efficiency to face any kind of emergency and have been provided advanced equipment to help all elements of the ROP where required, it added. To strengthen these efforts, the Royal Oman Police is keen to cooperate with various government and private sectors and coordinate with civil society institutions and the media to spread awareness among the various groups of society. Through successes that have come due to hard work, the Royal Oman Police does not hesitate to do more to provide the right services to citizens, residents of the country, as well as visitors. These principles are the ones on which the ROP can build a sustainable mode of operating that will help in the formation of a modern integrated police force that works in harmony with civil society. These achievements could not have been achieved without elaborate training and correct procedures which aim at respecting the human element across all responsibilities carried out by the ROP. The Police General Command has directed its attention towards preparing and qualifying its employees in line with the nature of their tasks and the challenges they are likely to face. Police cadets who receive training at the Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences, the Officer Training Institute, and the training departments of the various Royal Oman Police units are exposed to their roles using the latest training and educational programs and their practical applications, which provide police personnel with the necessary skill to deal with the various aspects of their job. The relationship between the police and society is one of partnership and complementarity in order to establish the foundations of citizenship and the law, added the report. The most important aspect of this is to support society so as to correctly guide the behavior of its members. The ROP is the embodiment of the society to maintain order and security in the form of laws set to benefit its citizens and residents. The first priority amongst these laws is to deter human rights and human trafficking, added the report. Oman society is clearly aware of the partnership between itself and the ROP to establish the foundations of safety and security in the country. Oman citizens have contributed towards the success of the police because they understand the importance of our goals. Our people are our true partners towards achieving our desired objectives. The ROP will continue to work to achieve its goals according to a clear-cut vision towards continuing to provide successes in the form of security and stability in the country. The vision of the Royal Oman Police is based on building a modern police capable of providing good service and able to perform the duties assigned to everyone on the force. Efficiency and the ability to preserve the progress a nation has made, creating broader horizons to help comprehensive development of all, and expanding the availability of its various services throughout the country using advanced technologies are the key priorities of the ROP. The achievements of the Royal Oman Police were not earned overnight, but rather were preceded by deliberate and systematic plans and strategies and continuous tireless efforts towards their success, the ROP report said. Those who follow the history of the Royal Oman Police are aware of the level of development and modernization that the police have witnessed in various fields, which was done to extend the umbrella of security and safety throughout Oman. This includes making police services available to all through integrated electronic systems and the simplification and improvement of police services, the ROP added. The Royal Oman Police personnel have proven highly efficient in dealing with all of the developments that have taken place during the COVID-19 pandemic and have adopted modern technologies to provide the best police services. This is in addition to the efforts made in the areas of crime prevention, traffic, and customs. The ROP's successes are part of the continuation of the blessed and renewed Renaissance under the leadership of His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq. To make sure Oman's coasts are always safe, Coast Guard Police boats patrol territorial waters, performing their security and humanitarian roles in cooperation with other military and security agencies. In addition to search and rescue operation, Coast Guard Police carries out the task of combating smuggling, piracy and infiltration and maintaining security and order in ports and marine facilities, as well as protecting important facilities located on the beaches and coordinating with the competent agencies in combating marine pollution. The Coast Guard Police Command in the areas of Sidab and Mascot Governorate includes a marina supported by a floating dock with facilities for mooring boats of various sizes, as well as operations department equipped with the latest means of communication, technology and maritime navigation. Its Maritime Rescue Department provides assistance to seagoers through rescue teams ready to intervene in case of drowning and various marine accidents. Police aviation in the Sultanate enjoys efficiency as the Royal Oman Police has strengthened the role of the Directorate General of Police Aviation, which assigns duties to the various units of the force. It conducts patrols to monitor the coast to keep an eye on suspected marine craft in the territorial waters of the Sultanate. It also helps other police units in remote areas and difficult terrain that require a continuous security presence, in addition to carrying out search and rescue operations, medical evacuations, and transport food to areas that are otherwise inaccessible. Also, an official holiday has been announced for employees of the ROP formation on Thursday, January 7, 2021, for those who have worked today, which is on Police Day. The police noted that police stations which work around the clock will carry on their normal work and provide all the services assigned. Now, moving on to the rest of our local stories, the gold prices. The gold prices in Oman have remained steady and shown only minor fluctuations in prices, even as the cost of the yellow metal has increased around the world. Gold vendors in the country added they had seen good business at their outlets before the temporary closure of the borders and expect more customers to buy from them in the new year. Gold is always considered to be a safe asset even amidst crisis, said Najib K, regional head for Oman, Malabar Gold and Diamonds. Hence, any economic uncertainty would lead to an increased investor preference for the yellow metal. The discovery of a new strain of coronavirus and a second phase of lockdown announced by most of the European countries might be among the multiple factors that have led to the increase in gold prices. However, price has not been the only factor determining consumer demand, though it is critical, he added. There is a long-term view for most consumers when it comes to buying gold as an asset and adornment. One of the intrinsic reasons for people buying gold is the fact that it is a reliable investment and also doubles up as an adornment. Value appreciation and the ease to liquidate the metal for cash without losing value even during crisis adds to the benefits of investing in the metal, Najib explained. Adding to this, a spokesman for Joy Alucas Jewelry said the following. The prices of gold have remained steady for a while now, moving either up and down by only about 250 to 500 paisas a day. Much of a change has not been recorded in Oman. We had good numbers of customers coming in last month, but I think people's consumer confidence dropped after the decision to close the borders for a short while was announced, he said. That led to a little bit of a dip in customers, but I expect this impact to only be temporary, and we expect business to pick up soon once again. As of January 4th, 24-carat gold was being sold at Omani Rial 24.5 per gram, and 22-carat gold fetched a slightly lower price at Omani Rial 23.4 per gram. Cheaper variants of gold were being sold at Omani Rial 21.45 a gram, that's for 21 carats, and Omani Rial 18.3 a gram, that is for 18 carats. With more than 120 illegal possessions found in Mascot in 2020, the Mascot municipality has opened a file to make the community familiar with this issue and its dimensions and social impact in terms of health and other aspects related to security and safety. Until the end of November 2020, the number of illegal possessions registered in Seeb was 22 as compared to 18 during 2019. Al-Amirat registered about 28 random possessions and 21 in Kuryat and 31 in Matra. The Directorate General of Mascot Municipality in Bosher registered 22 possessions in 2019 and 20 in 2020. Illegal possessions can happen in many forms, either by construction of random rooms inside houses or farms, or fencing a land plot outside the original plot limits, or construction of mobile houses or caravans illegally, or putting bricks indicating a boundary of a plot or planting trees. Even additions made to a house using unstable material is a form of illegal possession, as well as cutting parts of a mountain or digging wells on government land illegally. Despite the awareness efforts and supportive role of laws and legislations meant to address this issue, the problem is still continuing. The municipality regulations and decisions classifies the technical violations committed against Local Order No. 23/92 according to the gravity of the infraction. Construction, drilling in public land, or making home additions exceeding 100 square meter on an existing building or an under construction building without licenses and without extracting approved modification maps are all classified as violations. The short documentary Omani Nairuz, directed by Hussein Al-Balushi, won the Best Short Film Documentary Award at the International Moving Film Festival in the Islamic Republic of Iran. The documentary talks about the bullfighting sports that is popular in the governorates of North and South Al-Batana. Omani Nairuz has recently won the Excellence Award in Japan, in addition to the Bronze Award at the 10th Mascot International Festival and the Audience Award at the Zagora International Festival in Morocco. AlShumus Medical Center has announced a resumption of receiving requests for COVID-19 tests from Monday, 4th January 2021. A statement issued by AlShumus Medical Center said the following. With the cooperation of the competent authorities inside and outside the Sultanate, the ban on the results of the COVID-19 tests issued by the AlShumus Medical Center at all outlets in the United Arab Emirates has been lifted. The statement also said, this came after clarifying the circumstances of the case. Therefore, we inform all our customers and community members that the center and all its branches located in the wilayats of the Sultanate, Mabila, Barka, Sohar and Buremi will receive requests for tests from today. This comes after AlShumus Medical Center published a statement on the 3rd of January 2021 that some individuals had forged the seals of the Health Ministry and AlShumus Medical Center as well as forging the COVID-19 travel certificates issued by the center. And this led to the cessation of receiving reports issued from the center at Hatta land and port border temporarily until further notice. Those were the local stories. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be right back.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to the Midday Update. Coming up are the international stories. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson said on Sunday that regional restrictions in England are probably about to get tougher in the coming weeks to curb rising coronavirus infections. The Prime Minister said his government had taken every reasonable step that they could to prepare for winter, but could not have reasonably predicted the emergence of the new variant of the virus, which is said to be 70% more transmissible. Meanwhile, the leader of the main opposition Labour Party, Keir Starmer, on Sunday called for national restrictions within 24 hours. Starmer said coronavirus was clearly out of control in Britain and the further restrictions should not be delayed. London and many other parts of England have already been under the highest Tier 4 restrictions, which require residents in the areas to stay at home with limited exemptions. To bring life back to normal, countries such as Britain, China, Germany, Russia and the United States have been racing against time to develop coronavirus vaccines. In recorded comments, United States President Donald Trump urged Georgia's Secretary of State, the Republican Brad Raffensperger, to find enough votes from the U.S. presidential election to deny the state to Joe Biden. The conversation, published by the Washington Post on Sunday, was the latest in Trump's 2-month effort to claim that his loss to Biden in the November 3rd election was the result of voter fraud. According to the Washington Post, Trump alternately berated Raffensperger and other officials, tried to flatter him, pleaded with him to act, and appeared to threaten vague criminal consequences. Throughout the call, Raffensperger and his lawyer explained to Trump that his arguments are based on debunked conspiracy theories. They told him the 11,779 margin of victory for Biden was fair and accurate, but Trump was not satisfied. The claims of ballot rigging have been widely rejected by state and federal election officials and by courts in numerous cases. The Associated Press cited Biden's senior advisor Bob Baer as saying the recording was irrefutable proof of Trump pressuring and threatening an official in his own party to rescind a state's lawful certified vote count and fabricate another in its place. The former vice president's narrow win in Georgia was the first by a Democratic presidential candidate in a generation. It has raised hopes among Democrats that they could win 2 Senate runoffs in the state on Tuesday. That result would give their party control of Congress. Before the Washington Post published its report of the call, Trump said on Twitter that he had spoken by phone with Raffensperger about voter fraud. Even if Trump had won the 16 Electoral College votes that Georgia possesses, he would have still lost the White House to Biden, who will be sworn into office on January 20th. Biden won the election by 306 for 232 in the state-by-state Electoral College and by more than 7 million votes overall. Shareholders of Fiat Chrysler and PSA Peugeot voted to merge the US, Italian and French car makers on Monday. The move follows the approval of the mega merger by European Union competition watchdogs in December 2020. The merger is set to create the world's 4th largest car maker, to be called Stellantis. The company will have the capacity to produce 8.7 million cars a year, behind Volkswagen, Toyota and Renault Nissan. It will put together under one roof French mass-market car makers Peugeot and Citroën, top-selling Jeep and Italian luxury and sports brands Maserati and Alfa Romeo, pooling companies that have helped define the industry in the United States, France and Italy. Individual brand names such as Opel, Peugeot, Citroën, Chrysler, Jeep, Alfa Romeo, Lancia, Abarth and Dodge will continue to exist. Those are the international stories. We'll be back with our sports news, so stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to the Midday Update. Coming up are the sports news. Oman Racing's Ahmed Al Harthi is little more than 4 weeks away from beginning his long-awaited first season in the prestigious and hotly contested Asian Le Mans Series, with the added bonus of all 4 rounds taking place on Middle Eastern soil in the United Arab Emirates. As a result of the ongoing impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Automobile Club de l'Ouest, the organizing body behind the ALMS, made the decision during the latter part of 2020 to put in place a new calendar and location for the entire championship due to travel restrictions in Southeast Asia. Scheduled to start in January in Thailand before moving on to Malaysia, the revised 4-race series will now begin on Thursday, 4th February, at Yas Marina Circuit, with the whole championship packed into a busy 17-day period at the Abu Dhabi venue. Following round 1 on Friday, 5th February, the second 4-hour race will be contested the next day on Saturday, 6th February, with round 3 on Friday, 19th February, and round 4 ending the season on Saturday, 20th February. To provide as much variety as possible for drivers and teams, the races, all 4 hours long, will be run on 2 different track configurations at Yas Marina, and the quartet of encounters will combine day, twilight and night racing. Al Harthi, who is supported by long-term partners Oman Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth, National Bank of Oman, Omantel and Barul Jissa, will be partnered for his Maiden's ALMS campaign by Aston Martin factory driver Johnny Adam and AMR Driver Academy racer Tom Canning. Having been on this racing sidelines for the bulk of 2020, due to the travel restrictions imposed because of COVID-19, Al Harthi and Canning only made their first competitive appearance together at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium in October. Unsurprisingly, the duo starred in the number 97 Aston Martin Vantage GT3 by winning the Pro-Am class on their debut in the International GT Open. Oman's wonderful cricket facilities have met International Cricket Council's or ICC's highest approval, and the Oman Cricket Academy Ground 1 is now accredited for Test, One-Day International and T20 International Series. It is the newest addition to the elite club of Test cricket grounds. Afghanistan are set to play a 3-match ODI series against Ireland this month, with the first game scheduled for January 26, followed by the next 2 matches on January 29th and 31st in Amirat. This will be followed by Afghanistan's Test and T20I series against Zimbabwe, now scheduled to be held in Oman in February, in which they will play 2 Test matches and 3 2020 internationals. This is a big news and a wonderful achievement for Oman cricket. The new year has started on such a promising note for the Sultanate. Apart from the UAE, Oman is the only other associate nation to enjoy Test, ODI and T20I status. This is a very proud moment for us all, said an elated Madhu Jisrani, Secretary, Oman Cricket. Oman Cricket is delighted to know that the Sultanate has become an accredited venue for Test matches, ODI and T20 internationals. The credit must go to our chairman Kanak Khimji and the board of directors for guiding us all these years. This honor and achievement is a realization of our chairman's dream. Oman's hosting Test matches and all forms of international cricket is a dream come true. This was his vision, and we should all thank him for guiding us to this path, said Dilip Mendes, Chief Development Officer at Oman Cricket and coach of the national team. ICC accreditation did not come easy. The procedure was quite tough, and Oman Cricket had to work hard to meet all the requirements. Those were all the news stories for today. We'll be back tomorrow on Midday Update, so stay tuned.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.